What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, and welcome to the final episode of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 for the PlayStation 1. We're finally wrapping this game up for good. This is the last episode we're going to be doing for this game ever, until I involve it in some other video that doesn't include playing through the entire game again, let's hope. I don't want to do that again, because this was pretty painful to do in the first place. These past two episodes have definitely been painful. This goal alone, it forced me not to play the rest of the game because the revert is so nitpicky in this game. This took me about 20 minutes to do. I know that doesn't seem like much, but this has been like an ongoing fight for maybe about 3 or 4 years. So I finally did it with a little bit of luck. I don't know. I probably just seem like a little bitch for not doing it, but you know, whatever. I finally did it, so I can't be a bitch now, right? Whatever. So I go in order by level. I don't go in order by skater. So the next level you'll see is San Francisco, and then so on and so forth to the sewers. And this episode actually includes the last secret level in this game. It does not have any goals, so don't worry. But yeah, Jamie Thomas's pro goal is to manual to the cones. Well, through the cones, I should say. And next up is Kareem Campbell. His goal is to kickflip, backflip over the waterfront. I mess up right here, but you know, I got a save state right there. I used a lot of save states when it came to the first couple, but then I realized, you know, kind of cheap, but at the same time, it just helps me a little bit more. So I think this was one of the I saved one right here just to get ready. I think I stopped using save states from here on. I don't know if I did, but whatever. It's not cheating. I don't think it's cheating. I did the goal. Here's Eric Costin's goal. You need to do 12 grind extensions. The weird thing about grind extensions in this game is that when you do them, you gain a lot of speed for some reason. So I really don't know why. But I failed here, but I did find out that there's a good strategy to have at this pool area, because it's just a big old oval, so you can't really go too far. You're going to be going in the same place. And I don't know if I get it here. I think I actually fell here when I had the... Yeah. I'm really good at launching myself at walls and falling, so, you know, it's a bit of a hidden talent for me, but I don't really keep it hidden. I just keep doing it. I'm actually playing through Pro Skater 2 right now on N64, and I keep doing that. I keep launching myself at walls, so it's a bit of a pastime for me as well. All right, so next level, or no, not next level. Rodney Mullen's next. His goal is pretty simple. All you got to do is just anti-Casper around the bend, and if you go at it with a lot of speed, you'll get it with no issue whatsoever. And then you just land it. Easy peasy. Now, the next two pro goals are literally the same. For Andrew Reynolds, you need to do I don't know if that's a triple heel flip. Is it a triple heel flip? No, a hard flip, late flip. You need to do a 900 hard flip, late flip. Now, what I did for this goal was that I held down the triggers, like the right trigger and the right directional button. So like I feel like it did work because I couldn't get it. You have to start your spin immediately. So Jeff Rowley has the air Casper you have to do. So I really do feel like it helps, because if you're holding down the right trigger, you know, as soon as you get in the air, you're guaranteed to get the 900. And this took me literally like 10 minutes to do overall for these two skaters. So the next one is a little bit shitty. I did this in a really dumb way. Bam's goal is... It's dumb. It took me way too long to do this. You have to break through 4 windows. So you can take this way and then just grind that. It makes it a lot easier. Just the last window is a bit of a bitch, because there's no good way of doing it. Like, I spent maybe... I don't know, 20-30 minutes just like figuring out the optimal way to do it, and I just couldn't do it. See, I'm going over here, I'm like, yeah, maybe this will work, but honestly, it didn't, because then I just did that. So I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just creep up on the corner and then jump at it, and that's what I did. Spoiler alert, I actually do it this try. That's kind of why I cut the things I did. So right through the window. Bam, of course, needs to get hurt. The next one is really quick, so I'll try to explain it. Chad Muska, wherever he may be, Chad Muska, he's doing a handstand. I don't even know what it was called, a handstand something, but handstand nose grind. So you need to go all the way around here. They don't tell you where the red wire is, but you need to do a handstand nose grind on it. So you go up here, and then you do a handstand nose grind, and that's it. That's Chad Muska's. That took me about 15 minutes to do. It was a pretty tough goal. Alright, so who's up next? Oh, Bob Burnquist. Another one who requires a lot of points in a tiny little area. This was not easy. The revert is not fun. The revert is literally the worst. So I set Bob Burnquist up with the hospital flip and the air Casper. So it's a sustaining move, and it's quick to get out of. So I had him revert, and then I started doing special grinds to get my points up even higher, and then I just kept getting my multiplier up. That's pretty much the name of the game here. Unfortunately, this is not the last goal that requires a lot of points, but it is the last goal that requires a lot of points in a small area, or a restricted, only one spot, Bucky Lassick and Bob Burnquist, I don't know why you decided to have these goals, but literally die, because this game is not fun to begin with, but you just made it a lot more unfun. So this is probably the longest segment of the video for pro specific goal wise, because it's a big score to do with only vert and grinding tricks. Looking back on this, I probably should have done a little bit more to up my multiplier. Like with the amount of air I had, I should have just did like some kick flips to get my multiplier up when I had a pretty high score. I did that with Pro Skater 5 a lot, so it worked a lot, and I think this is pretty much where I landed. Yep, there we go. Bob Burnquist goals done. Next up, oh man. Now, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Is it Elissa Steamer or is it Eliza Streamer? I don't even know. Girl Skater. I'm just kidding. No. I'll call her Elissa just because there's two S's, so it just seems like it's correct. I stand corrected when I say that I did not do any more save states. I did save state when I got to the top of this because I'm not very good at getting to the top of this. I only cut here because this is when I finally got to the top of it, and you can still see that I'm struggling to get up. So I did. There is a long pause here because I'm save stating, and then I actually do the goal. So I paused, then I save stated, and then I unpaused, and then I did. You have to go from the rafter to the pole, I guess, and do a coffin grind. Pretty cool pro goal. Next up, I believe we're in the sewers now, right? Yes, Rune Glifberg, really easy goal. Now I thought at first that I had to do the Christ Air from the other ramp, like this side of the ramp, but then I was like, this doesn't make sense, I can't do that. So I stopped being stupid and I realized, oh, I need to do it from this ramp. So pretty easy. Rune Glifberg is definitely one of my favorite skaters ever. He's really cool. There we go. It latches you onto the quarter pipe and you're all set. Alright, so the last goal, I kind of did this in the wrong order, but here it is. Steve Caballero. You have to get 1,000,000 points. Actually, no, I lied again. Why did I lie again? You have to get 1,000,000 points within this room. Man, I'm stupid. I literally did this yesterday, and yet I can't even remember. The memories are more like nightmares at this point. So You have to get 1,000,000 points in this room, which is fucking impossible, but I did it. Somehow. I don't know how I did it. I got really, really lucky and got 500,000 points right there, so that kind of boosted my confidence in how I can do it. So this took me about an hour, honestly. This took me about an hour to figure out a good line. And it's not even the best line. It's just, it was a lot of stupid like mistakes. I edited his tricks to get better tricks. I put the Christ there. I just tried different things, but then I gave him the FS the front side 540, and that was the biggest mistake I've ever done in my life. And of course I didn't go back on it because I was in the middle of recording. So I just said I just won't do that special trick. So I maybe could have made it easier on myself, but you know, ultimately I did it. So here I am trying to get the last 30,000 points. And here I am getting the last 6,000 points. And boom. That's it. So I cut the video here after I did Rune for some reason. I could honestly fix it now, but there's no point. So it's just going to cut to Rune Glyphberg. So, great job. You completed all the goals. You have enough gold points to unlock Little Big World. Now, unfortunately, one of you guys spoiled it for me in the last episode of the game, of my playthrough. Well, in quotes now, last episode. So, thanks. You ruined the fun for me after all these years of not knowing. But then, to be fair, I did look up a playthrough of this by Zindictive, and it was spoiled then as well. So, I could have gone without seeing it, but I could have also could have gone without hearing it, I guess. So, not a big deal. So now I'm going to showcase Little Big World. It's really not that fantastic. It's not really as cool as I was hoping. My custom skater is called Kill Me. This was actually a different file that I just had offhand. I had my original file, but I found this a lot more amusing. That for some reason, when I played this game like 2 years ago, like name my character Kill Me. You know, the feeling is still the same apparently, so I'm okay with that. So as you would imagine, this is kind of like a knockoff Andy's room. So it's pretty small. It's nothing worthy to speak about. But you can grind toast. So I never thought I'd say that in my life. You can grind toast. I jumped off here just thinking like, oh, maybe I can go to the bottom. And no, you can't. This is literally the only thing. It's just the countertop. Of course, you gotta have a sink. You know, just thinking of putting your little tech decks in the sink, using that as a bowl. I used to do that as a kid. Probably still would do it now if I had some tech decks. So, here's some cooking magazines, some cheese. It's pretty great. It's pretty creative, I guess. It's definitely something I've imagined, and I guess it's always existed. So I just want to take this time to thank you all for the wonderful support on this playthrough. As much as I complain about this game, this playthrough was pretty fun. I do regret, you know, not finishing this up sooner, but I do think it's a good time to finish it up. I feel pretty positive about the game at this point, and I feel like if I finished it up 2 years ago, it would have been very negative and very annoying to listen to more than the actual playthrough was, because it was pretty negative. It was a pretty negative playthrough because I was doing live commentary playing a game I hate. So I've learned how to make my own content now. So thank you all for the support. I really appreciate all of you. I hope to see you in the next playthrough. And if you don't know what the next playthrough is, it's Project 8 for the PSP. We're doing classic mode, as requested. And then from there, I don't even know. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, everybody. Goodbye.